What's up, y'all? It's Kiki Green. This is not going to be a really long, drawn-out broadcast because the sun is calling me, okay? Me and my baby going to go lay out by
This
the
is
pool.
not going to be a really long, drawn-out broadcast because the sun is...
Feedback. Wendy Williams, though, has announced she's getting a divorce, and we are all happy for you. Wendy Williams, go. Wendy Williams, go. You go, girl. She went on a retreat where her girlfriends went camping and came back with a new attitude, filed for divorce and everything. They say Wendy put the served Kev with the divorce papers by putting them in like a box with a bow on it, and he thought that he was being delivered a gift. But on the inside, it was like, I'm going to divorce you, sucker. Samantha, Amby, rest of spirit. Hey, y'all. How you doing? Okay, so shout out to you, Wendy Williams, for putting your big girl drawers on and getting around your sister and your girl. You, that's what women are for. That's what friends are for. So I'm so glad you took our advice from the energy that we were sending out to you, girlfriend. I don't know if you listen to these videos or not, but we had a hard time watching you play the back seat to a situation, to your own situation. That type of pain and headache and anguish, that is that's for when you are, the trophy wife. Stop. Why are you hitting me? And I got braces. You just hit me in my mouth, you little brat. So, you are the hater of the century, and you get it from your daddy. I'm in her room. She got her TV mounted on the wall this weekend, and now she don't know how to act. My child's spoiled, y'all. So I'm in her room talking to y'all, and so she can't hear Frozen. I leave, girl. That's what I do. I just leave. You can have your room to yourself. Did you get? No, I didn't, Jay. I'm waiting on a new phone. T-Mobile is a whole nother story. I'll call you from the house. English Muffin, Barb, Joshi. Long-time fan, need to catch up on content. Love your mindset. Oh, thank you. Hey, Barb. Barb said, Wendy, I'm glad you released yourself. No, I did not ban you. People said my phone was sending a messages saying that I have blocked them. I have not blocked anybody. I have not. CRC said I'm pissing her off, being in her space with my nonsense. Apparently, Jay, I'll call you from the house. You know how to hit me up on the YouTube mess inbox. I don't know why Wendy married that crook in the first place and made him her manager. Because Wendy runs her mouth. And Wendy was out here exposing who was on the down low. And Wendy was out here getting into it with rap chicks. And radio don't pay you enough to have security and bodyguards. There is no security and bodyguards in the radio stations. How does Kiki know? Because Kiki used to do radio. So if somebody want to get at you, all they got to do is stand outside and wait for you to come out. But see, Kevin Hunter got respect in these streets. And so her being with him and being associated with him allow her more protection and more freedom to say whatever it is that she wants to say and not have to worry about somebody trying to beat her up because if somebody put hands on her, it was going to be some consequences and repercussions. And whether she stays married to Kevin or not, I'm sure he'll always still have that level of protection for her. That's his son's mother. And he don't want to be divorced from Wendy. He just want to have his cake and eat it too, like the rest of these little bozos out here do. So we already had a long, drawn-out conversation about that, ladies, and what she should have done in the first place was hired him to be her head of security and paid him very well, for his loyalty instead of trying to pay him in coochie cookies. Okay? Because a man who could be paid in coochie cookies to do a job, because these are not two people who are wildly attracted to each other. So if he could be paid in coochie cookies, guess what? That means everybody else who got a coochie could pay him coochie cookies too. And that's what this side chick is doing. She doesn't love him. She's not interested in him other than what he can do for her. And she will reward him with coochie cookies for being a man to her. Because although she can get sex elsewhere, and although she can find somebody else to entertain her, she's not gonna find nobody else who is gonna marry her and put a baby in her and give her the wife experience. Why? Because she is a side chick. Let me tell you something about sideline hoes. It's in their DNA, and niggas know you as a side bitch when they meet you. So no man is ever gonna take her seriously. She always gonna be the side chick. And now that Wendy has cut the situation off, girl, that's what you do with hoes like that. When you get rid of him, what? Here. You can get rid of him. And guess what? He no longer has any value to this woman because her position is decide, listen, I'm sure he has another, as soon as Wendy filed divorce, he had to go and find him another secondary source of supply. Anyway, Sharina is never going to have him as her man. That's not his function. He is a bulldog. Okay, so in the same way you cannot turn a hoe into a housewife, you can't turn no hustler into no husband either. You know, but some of y'all like to try to screw a round peg into a, you know what I'm saying, a square peg into a round hole, and you will do that your whole life and you will never get tired of it. But that's where girlfriends come in and your family and people who really love you, and that's why you're not supposed to isolate yourself and act half sedity, half a Luton every time you get a new man or you get a piece of change or you get another job or some shit like that, because the people who have known you the longest, who care about you the most, are the ones who know when you are not being yourself. Now, I got some homegirls that stay with an ain't shit ass man, but we don't tell them nothing because they being themselves. Every man they ever been with ain't shit. And if she get rid of this loser, she gonna find her another one because that's how she like them. That's how her mama like them. And that's how the fuck her granny like them. She come from a long line of hoes that like ain't shit niggas. This is just what it is. So we don't tell that friend nothing. For what? We be going through this all over again. But then when you are one way and you get in a relationship where, you know, if you feel a whole lot of sparks and magic and electricity early on in the relationship, if it's love at first sight, 9 times out of 10, one of y'all is a narcissist and this shit is going to crash and burn. Can I get an amen? Okay? All that excitement is really one of y'all is gaslighting the other. Okay? And if you're surprised by the crash and burn, then you know which one of y'all was the narcissist. Now, you know, Notre Dame in Paris is gone. Let me tell y'all something else. I don't know what to do to hone in on my psychic abilities, okay? But I had the urge to watch The Hunchback of Notre Dame last week, right? So I go on the DVD, the DVR, the on demand search, look for A Hunchback of Notre Dame. I can't find it, not even for sale. And I'm like, now wait a minute, this movie was not even that good of a cartoon. You know what I'm saying? To where it should be on Netflix, Hulu. It should be some. I said, The Hunchback of Notre Dame. Where is that cartoon? It is nowhere. So this morning I get up to watch my taping of Wendy Williams because I don't wake up before noon and Wendy come on at 11. And just at the part where Wendy is telling us that her and Lil Kev is on their own, like Patti LaBelle, then it started talking about The Hunchback of Notre Dame being on fire. Now, I understand, Louis, that you live in a different part of the country than I do, but Wendy Williams talking about her divorce is far more important to me than this 800-year-old building. That you and I both know that goddamn fire was set on fucking purpose. We all know these things. It don't make sense. Bricks and stones burn like that. Not only that, Cotton, when is it going to just collapse like the World Trade Center? And that ain't even still all the way like that. It was built 800 years ago and it ain't collapsed like the World Trade Center. So you know what, news, negativity, everyone willingly seeks. Don't interrupt my Wendy Williams bullshit, okay? I am purposely watching this bullshit so I can ignore the other bullshit that y'all is purposely putting out here telling me to give a fuck about. I don't care about the goddamn Notre Dame. I'm not Catholic. I'm not into cathedrals. I'm not into paganism. And I don't give a shit. And what you are going to see is a whole lot of pagan ideals, pagan displays and shit coming to an end because I'm telling you, 2020 is a bright new future. Things are looking up. Things are going to be positive, but in order to have a new beginning, certain things have to end. Okay? And those of us that God has given wisdom and vision to, we have seen certain things, and things are happening around us, and we're not surprised because we have been paying attention, whether it be through psychic ability, where it just be through intuition. You know, I don't know the difference anymore. I don't know what is just my common sense, what's my intuition, or what is being you know what I'm saying? What I'm intercepting, but I know I'm not surprised by any of this stuff going on. And one of the things that I deal with, because it's like, it's not my job to come out here and laugh and mock and say, ha, 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 I told you so, and that type of shit like that. No, if I come out here and I'm sitting here consistently telling you about something for 2 fucking years, when the shit hits the fan, I can't come back here and go, ha, 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 I told y'all, didn't I tell y'all this was going to happen? So I will have hope that you be paying attention. And sometimes when I'm talking about things that are not important yet, eventually it will be important. That's the whole point of the school. That's the whole point of the lesson. Then it will be important. So now when people come out here and they try to frame certain things or they try to tell you shit, you know, wait a minute, we just talked about, Kiki just got through telling me about this. So I know, wait a minute, you know what I'm saying? So you have some reference. Now that the nation's spotlight is on it, no, I don't, because I don't want to be in the YouTube streets with shit. I don't want people referencing me in their videos to make their point, because everybody got their own little malicious agendas, and these mofos ain't trying to collaborate no other time. So what I'm not here to do is to create content for other content creators, for all y'all who know what I'm talking about. Okay. Now, as far as this Catholicism going on, you think I mean the Holy Spirit. 400 years is up. I'm not in a little boy, so I don't care about the Notre Dame. Okay. Yeah. The reason I was talking about, I named this American Gods, though, and how this relates to what's going on in current news in America, what's going on with this building being on fire and all of that. In the show American Gods, and for those of you who have been trying to watch it, it's painful, like Snowfall. It's like, if y'all don't get to the point, you know what I'm saying? Get to the point and tell me why I'm watching this, okay? But that's one issue. But the point, though, is this. There are several different gods or energies that rule over certain spaces and have dominion over certain arenas. You have a choice. You have a choice, ladies and gentlemen, to pick who you want to pray to. Just because you believe in your own God, it would be naive of you to believe that there is no other forms of gods or sources of some type of energy. Even if you are a staunch Christian, you still believe in the devil, right? And that the devil has energy and gives gifts, etc. So there are things that goes along with all these different religions, or African spirituality, or voodoo, hoodoo, whatever it is that you want to do. Okay, if you're going to direct your energy in a particular direction with a certain intention to receive certain things, your own power of attraction, your own power of your thoughts becoming things will help you to manifest whatever it is that you're pointing your direction into. American people, okay, American culture, has waged war, though, against the Christian God and against Jesus Christ. The blasphemy and all that type of stuff is all off the charts, and there are and these heathens believe, and being non-Christian people, okay, would believe that they are winning. Instead of just being listen, if you are not Christian and whatever you are doing is working for you, then you should be cool with that. Why do you still have so much energy and put so much energy into trying to turn people away from Christianity? So you are very much doing exactly what you are accusing Christians of doing when you try to beat down their beliefs so that you can justify whatever it is that you have stumbled into. Now, I'm going to tell you a secret. Okay? I'm going to tell you a secret that many of you may not know in terms of the spirituality thing. Whatever your parents and your grandparents' prayers for you and their prayers of protection and their relationship with God can be stronger than yours if you don't have one. And so what I have seen over and over and over again with my own two eyes, I have seen kids under the protection of Christianity whose grandmothers and grandfathers were Christian preachers. I have seen them kids escape all kinds of dangerous situations, death, jail time, shit that should have took them out. And I am seeing the pagans, the Buddha, the Muslims, the Jews, all the rest. It's not the same level of protection. I have seen it. I have seen my father trying to save some little boy from the undercurrent, took the kid under. So my dad went to the Pacific Ocean after him. The undercurrent, okay, swept the two of them out so far I couldn't even see my daddy no more. Some kind of way, him and that little boy made it back on the shore, and my dad swam with one arm. The little boy was like, dead weight. He didn't know what to do. He just held his breath. Thank God he did that. There has been several times where my daddy has been sitting on the porch hanging out. We is from Los Angeles. Drive-by shootings and some more stuff, and the bullets ricochet all around, ain't broke skin. That man has fallen off of a motorcycle. That man, I'm telling you, then my cousin, I got a cousin that this is my, honest to God, my favorite male cousin. I should probably say that. I might have to cousin. But this me and this cousin is real close. But I don't like hanging out with this cousin because this particular cousin, so many crazy things have happened to people around him. One time, somebody shot my cousin at close range inside the dentist, right? The bullet went through my cousin and killed his homie standing behind him. I just talked to my cousin the other day. Ain't shit wrong with him. Do you understand what I'm telling you? Now, his grandmother, okay, when you talk about a prayer warrior, is a prayer warrior. And my cousin has tested it. That man has been in jail almost 30 times, and he is at home right now chilling with his feet propped up. So I'm just trying to tell you there's a layer of protection of Christianity that this other stuff is not going to give you. Now, it might give you fame. It might give you the money. It might give you the relationship that it asks for, but it's not going to help you walk on water. I have seen it, ladies and gentlemen. Not somebody literally walk on water, but I'm talking about miracles. Miracles. Now, see, let me tell you something else. When these kids out here in this music industry, out in the streets, etc., okay, when they make the deal with the devil, and I know what the deal look like. Okay. I know what the deal look like. Now, before we even talk about what you looking for, your cup? Cup? Not even talking about blood oaths and blood sacrifices and all that other type of stuff. Okay? Let me tell you what the magic words is. That I know that now I am dealing with somebody who is at least more than willing to make a deal with the devil. Okay? It don't matter what you call it, Lisa. It don't matter if you call him Jesus or not, because what we're talking about is Christ. So whatever you know to Christ to mean is something totally different from creating altars and shit to whole other gods. So now that's not spirituality. The difference between Yahweh and Jesus, that's not spirituality. That's language. Wasn't even no J's back then. Okay, that ain't what your pronunciation and what you call Jesus or Christ is not gonna be your problem. Your problem is gonna be you out here dyeing your guy to paint your face and running around a ring of fire, trying to get on. Okay? And I'm talking to the young people. Everybody's on different levels as well of consciousness. Everybody on different levels of consciousness. If you are firm in your faith of whatever it is, that this is not even a relevant conversation for you. Unless, or if anything, it's confirmation. When you hear somebody say some variation of get rich or die trying, you are dealing with somebody who now belongs to Satan. I heard a girl tell me, and this bitch, when I tell you I know the bitch is possessed, the girl told me, if I ain't gonna be rich, then God should just go ahead and take me right now. I would rather die than to be broke. My brain has never even thought or computed that way before. That is a thought that had never come to my mind. That shit was so far. So let me get this straight. You would rather die than to have money? Who is that shallow? And this girl started to do things, and her loyalty became to money. And she would get around somebody who was famous or get around somebody who had money and completely and totally transform. Now, if you are in the sticks somewhere, you grew up on a farm, you live someplace in a small town and shit, you might have a little bit more wiggle room to explore. However, usually those people are the most Christian or the most Mormon or whatever they are, grounded in faith of some sort, people from small towns. If you're walking around Los Angeles with no religion, with a get rich or die trying mentality, then what you have ahead of you, honey, is death and destruction. That is who and what rules that area. I have tried on several different ways I have tried several different ways to convey this to my peers. They not feeling it. Well, guess what, boo? The devil can make you famous. He can make you rich. And while you out here with this get rich or die trying mentality, I know what y'all think. Because if you listen to these rappers and their lyrics, as they planning their funeral, as they telling you about all the haters that they got, all the niggas that's hating on them. In their minds, because they know that their life is going to be made a sacrifice at some point. But in their mind, the devil got them thinking they finna go out like Denzel Washington in Training Day. These people think they're gonna go out in a blaze of glory. And what y'all don't understand is that is the devil's final fucking laugh for your ass. That you're not gonna get no blaze of glory. You're gonna go out in some bullshit. And everybody connected to you is gonna be standing there looking fucking goofy. Now the narrative and everything is gonna get changed, and people are gonna be the most celebrative you have ever seen to cover up for the fact that instead of that blaze of glory, you went out like a sucker. Why? Because you only can get glory one way. You have one God of glory, see? You can't get glory from somebody else. You can get fame, you can get infamy, you ain't gonna get no motherfucking glory though. And in the midst of y'all bullshit, while you look to the left of you and you look to the right of you and you think that the people doing the same things as you are the same as you, they have different hedges of protection around them because some of them got praying mamas and grandmothers, but some of y'all mamas is on some other shit. And some of your enemies got praying grandmothers. That's why you got some of the dirtiest people around here getting away with fucking murder. I got some relatives that's stone cold. And the fact that they ain't dead or in jail, it's just simply, there is something else that is protecting them. It is not by their own fucking doing. They have done everything possible to earn destruction. They deserve it. They deserve it, but they have been paid in other ways. They have been paid in other ways. And I'm noticing that it only covers you 2 generations now. Your grandmother can put something on you that will save you, but if you don't put that on your child, and your mama didn't put it on, see, we got this current generation. I'm in my 30s. This current generation, our parents really dropped the ball on a lot of shit. So the grace we getting is coming from our grandparents. This is grace we under. It's grace. And then y'all have the nerve to not respect the God that got your grandmother out, and you think there will be protection for your fucking children, and there will not be. This is a warning. I'm not an entertainer. I just know shit. So when people say slavery, Christianity was given to you by your slave master. Christianity was given to you by the white man. That's what I say. Christianity is what my ancestors who were slaves, they were praying to Jesus when they got free. The Christian God is the God that my ancestors prayed to during civil rights. The Christian God is the God that my grandmother gets up and prays to every Sunday and every morning when she gets up and does her devotions. So I don't know what would make you a heathen other than saying to hell with who my grandmother prayed to when I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for the faith and the grace that was on her life. My grandma from the hood too. It's more than one energy out here that you can tap into. There is only one, though, that can give you peace of mind. That's not what everybody's specialty is. Every God's specialty. Do you see some Muslims with some peace? No. Do you look at all of the, I'm sorry, y'all, with this Nation of Islam, which I don't even consider, y'all, they more, Negro spiritual than anything, okay? You have all these different groups. You've got people praying to different orishas or voodoo, hoodoo, whatever the case it is. None of those gods' specialty is peace. Do you understand what I'm saying? So you're like, it's working for me. I'm getting this tangible shit. They can give you the tangible thing. But there is only one God that's going to make it where you are going to go to bed at night and close your motherfucking eyes and get you some good sleep. Why is that? Because there is one God who requires faith as your offering. So all the other gods are saying, bring me food, bring me sex, bring me a body, bring me some. Okay? There's only one God that say, I just need you to bring me faith. Why do I need you to bring me faith? Because I'm going to give you a set of instructions for you to follow in order for you to achieve perfect peace. And when you do these things, you're going to have peace of mind and you're going to get to enjoy this earth for at least 77 years. And your generations will be blessed. We're going to put them in a covenant where they will be protected until they have the ability to make decisions for themselves. And I'm still going to extend grace to them in case they're a little stupid, because you have faith. Right? So the real reason why there is such an attraction to all these other things outside of Christianity is because, like Aleister Crowley said, y'all want to do as thou wilt. You want to do what you want to do. Well, guess what? Boo. You can't do what you want to do all the time and have peace, because it don't fucking work like that. Too much other shit going on here. And you cannot have real true intuition and experience and trust your intuition with all these other voices and all this other stuff clouding your head. You have to have peace in order to be able to even listen to your damn self. Do you understand? Does that make sense? So, the girl I was telling you about earlier, her mother practiced hoodoo, but she's from the island, witchcraft and this type of stuff like that. And this girl did marry a man who had some money, and they have some kids. The man she married has a bunch of money, but he is also very stingy, and his mother fucking hates her guts. As she should, because the mama got good sense and good damn intuition. She got every good reason to hate this bitch, and she do. So you got money, boo, like you asked for. But you ain't got no happiness. You ain't got no peace. And guess what, boo? And you ain't gonna get none. Because it would be only one way for her to get it, and it would be for her to be true, tell some truths about some lies she done told, repent for her behavior, renew her mind, and homegirl is not getting ready to do any of that shit. Too much ego and too lazy. Lazy. And the right thing to do is always the harder thing to do. So those of you who praise people or encourage your children to, or allow your children to even look up to people who have taken a bunch of shortcuts and got lucky, y'all gonna pay for that shit. The hard part about life is doing the right thing. That's the hard part. Doing the right thing is the hard part. But you're not supposed to get tired of the right thing. You're supposed to do the right thing even when nobody else is doing it. You do not get weary in well-doing. You do the right thing even when everybody else is doing wrong. And then you will make it to a certain point. You will get to a certain vantage point where you will get to look around and see all the people who thought they was hot shit, who was shitting on you because you was doing the right thing. So I don't have the cars or the extra money or the fame or whatever, because hell, I'm not out here selling dope, hoeing, this, that, and the third, robbing Peter to pay Paul. I'm not doing any of those things. I'm not scamming people and busting checks and going on dates with old rich men's and lying and getting loans, student loans for schools I don't go to, and out here hustling and shit, shaking and moving people. I'm not doing that. You're going to get to a vantage point, kids, before you even get 40 years old. You're going to look around at all them people who was acting like they was hot shit, who was shitting on you at 25. It's not going to look good. It's going to be the complete opposite of what they had. You are going to be an adult a whole lot longer than you are going to be a child. So do not allow these people with childlike mentality to get you stuck acting like you in high school and moving like you a 17-year-old. Do y'all understand what I'm saying? Don't let them get you stuck. They are not winning. And they might look like they fucking winning all the way up to 29, 30, 35. But before 40, it will be clear. Okay? Before 40, it will be clear that shit does not work. One thing about being Christian is a great deal of introspection. You must assess yourself. People don't want to do that. No, Kai, no, they don't. No, they do not. The problem with the majority of blacks and guys is that they are in a party that supports gay marriage and abortion. Oh, that's a whole nother story. Listen. Although I consider myself to be a Christian, and although I want peace, I am also realistic, and I understand there are all types of different forces at hand. I am not getting ready to get myself all worked up trying to control what other people do in their lives. Ain't nobody getting away with nothing. You go and have an abort. See, this is what the devil does, but this is why they don't want Christianity. Because in Christianity, chapter 1, the devil say, you can eat this even though God told you it ain't really gonna kill you. It ain't gonna kill you. Well, I shouldn't get an abortion. That's wrong, right? No, it ain't really wrong. It ain't really killing the baby. You ain't gonna kill the baby. I mean, it ain't even really no baby. Then you go and have some type of medical complication. Girls then died on the table. They are creating scarring that can eventually lead to ovarian cancer. You may never be able to have a baby, and not to mention that your unborn fetus is now haunting your dreams. Now, they did not tell you that when you went into the clinic that none of that shit was gonna happen. They just told you to think about it, but they already were well aware of what the drawbacks were, but they purposely left them out. That's how this works. So what you are supposed to do as a responsible person is say, I am becoming sexually active. I understand what the risks are of being sexually active without being married. So I'm going to go into this and I'm going to be an adult about whatever consequences that come along with it. Now, I personally believe without abortions, then you would not see certain girls. They having 5 and 6 and 7 of them. I mean, in my brain, that would be something you did one time. Then I can understand everybody's rationale for abortions if like the average person who had an abortion only had one abortion, I might be inclined to listen to this shit. But seeing as though they're using it as birth control, this is letting me know there are several things that are wrong with this picture on both ends. On both ends. What's up, Catherine? There are women celebrating their aborted baby's birthday each year. It's like, why? Doing shit and not thinking about it. Like you wasn't thinking when you let that man impregnate you. Having sex don't get you pregnant just like that. It's a little bit more to it than that. You done went the whole 9 yards. Okay? And the reason people feel sorry for women is because so many women are like, well, I got talked out of my drawers and I wasn't intending on letting it go that far. And like I said, we all screw up. That's why you better make sure you praying to the right God, because some people then went, oops, and didn't get the same results you got. It was just like, oops, Lord, please. Can I get an amen? Somebody said, oh, Lord, help me, please. And he answered your prayer. That's all I'm saying. Some of y'all in a religion that ain't working for you. That's all I'm saying. It just shit ain't working. Somebody saying, oh, Lord, please don't let me get this DUI. And they didn't get the DUI. I'm just saying some of y'all guys ain't working. You might want to try something else. That's all I'm saying. The father is rarely considered in an abortion. Liberals say it's only the woman's right to choose. Well, if he is not your husband, then, I mean, I agree. At the same time, I also feel like the same thing's supposed to go in terms of child support. Y'all don't get to have it both ways. You need to pick one. So if he don't have no say so in whether or not you have an abortion, because apparently the decision to have the baby or not is 100% yours, then the responsibility then, if he ain't your husband, is 100% yours. Don't get all 50-50 now. Shit. I know women who've had at least 8 abortions. She definitely used it as birth control. Now she's over 50, no kids, no husband, no happiness. Of course, most men don't even care. Actually, a lot of men care. Men love spreading their seed around. They love it. And they love procreating. And as women feel like procreating with a man is an act of love, men are more so interested in just seeing themselves multiply themselves. In the same way that they pick their boogers and look at them and be intrigued. I don't know. What are y'all looking at when y'all pick a booger, fellas? Same way men pick the crust off their toes and look at it. They are intrigued with everything that they do, everything that comes out their body, and everything. That's just what it is. And if they could all financially afford to clone themselves 100 times, they would. If they could get away with it. And when you abort a man's baby, he takes that shit as the ultimate insult. How dare you? How dare you reject his sperm that he so graciously gave you that you lucky enough to have grow latch onto your organs. Gosh. Man, maybe y'all the aliens. Damn. Probe you with something. Next thing you know, it's something growing and taking over your body and your remote. Shit. And how dare you try to get rid of it? They hate that. Sure. That ends a lot of relationships. Now the man gonna tell you it's up to you, but he don't really expect. He expects you to go, I could never kill your baby. Only time they be down with that abortion shit is when they got something to lose and they really don't like your ass and really don't want to be stuck having to pay you some child support. They really don't like you. And they really can't stand the idea of being stuck with your ass. And they got some money. Then they be on some by any means necessary. It can get ugly. The ones who get mad turn right around and abandon them. Yes. No, that is a good way to get left. Aborting a man's baby is a good way for him to never fuck with you never again. Now, I'm not saying it's right or wrong. I'm not no man. But expecting women to deal with shit like women. Y'all see Lamar Odom had them kids with the first wife, the first girlfriend, that he grew up with her since they was teenagers. And they had 3-4 kids together, and the last one died of SIDS, which we all know mean vaccine injury, but that's a whole nother story. And he was so grief stricken, he left her. I heard of a lesbian who decided to have a child. She got inseminated and was happily pregnant until she found out she was having a boy. Yeah, I don't know what men did to her. They be doing shit. Lamar's an asshole, okay? But as far as he was concerned, it's her fault. You're the mother. You are the creator of children. You are the protector of children. If anything happened to these kids and in any way these kids don't get their way, shape, or form, it is your goddamn fault. And I'm out of here. That's how they are. This is the world 2019 you get when society has turned its back on God. But they ain't gonna have no choice but to turn back around. Because their shit is not working. And they know that. And this is why Lady Gaga, who was bleeding and hanging herself and bleeding by the eyes, not that long ago, all of a sudden is receiving Oscars, and she is this, the beautiful white queen. And, you know, Beyonce, who has been all about vanity, all of a sudden she gives a damn and recognizes what's going on in the world around her all of a sudden. All of a sudden, the people who have been selling the death culture are now these godlike figures roaming the earth. Why? Because being a devil worshiper is played out now. Anything that you see on the media, eventually it's going to get played out. And when it gets played out, everybody's going to do the complete opposite. So now we're in a cycle where everybody is a god now. And ain't nobody never did no wrong. And all these people are so pure. They want us to eat clean and be a vegan. And, you know, child, save the kids at the border. They have a conscience. They care about what the president is talking about. Like, what? This is the fifth president you've been alive for, and now all of a sudden you give a damn about what a president is talking about. Now you're paying attention. Like, that's just because so many other people have awakened, and they're trying to relate to their audience by acting like they have a soul inside of them, which they don't. They got rid of that a long time ago trying to be rich. And now that you are rich, I wouldn't give a fuck how many turkeys you passed out on Thanksgiving. It doesn't change the fact that you've been out here robbing, killing, looting, stealing, gambling, hustling, pimping, and hoeing to get to where you are now. And you cannot undo that with good deeds, bro. Or sis, whoever. You can't undo that. You can repent and you can change. But when you change, you are not the former person anymore. You look like a whole nother person. You around other people. Y'all is hanging out with the same people and you look the same damn way you did. You ain't shit changed. This is the show that you putting on for these simple-minded mofos. And they so goddamn simple that I don't even feel sorry for their ass no more. They want to follow your ass to the abyss? Let them fucking follow you. Oh well, because I'm blue in the face. My rap name ought to be Blueface because I'm blue in the face telling y'all to stop following these fucking people. I wouldn't give a damn what they had for you. They finna start giving away money. They finna start giving away a pot of gold. They're going to do everything they can because if you don't care about their fame, then what's the point in being famous? She was always going to be a girlfriend because the girl is not a wife material in the first place. Don't get me started. Don't get me started because I don't even want to. I know niggas. Let me just say that. And some of these girls are props. And that child is a prop. And because of that neighborhood, because that's my real neighborhood, my family is connected to these people and all that type of shit. And because I already told y'all that this was going to happen, then I honestly really don't have nothing else to say about it. But when it comes to that little girl right there, that's a prop, period. Now, whatever that person, whatever she believed and whatever her truth is directly correlated to her intelligence. Come on, M Lane. Look, M Lane, between me and you, girlfriend, okay, right? Because if I can see it and you can see it, you understand what I'm saying? Who else couldn't see it? It's an lack of intelligence, which is particularly what somebody would be looking for in a prop, yes? So this is what we gonna do. I'm gonna get with you because it looked good to have this power couple situation going on. I'm trying to stay out this gang shit. You understand what I'm saying? But if y'all got questions, because see, I know things. But we got to be on the low because I don't want to be involved in none of this. Do you understand what I'm saying? But what she named their son let me know that she was not really about this. That was done out of spite. That was done out of spite. See, so what you're dealing with is two people with agendas. When they collide, people are gonna tolerate things they normally are not interested in or would not tolerate because of the agenda. No, they were not. No, they were not married. It's on his death certificate. He has never been married. It said never married. You know, I want girls to still steer clear of situations that are going to lead them to being single mothers, that are going to lead them, unless that's their intention. That are going, not, I want girls to steer clear of situations that are a dead end or where they are being used as a prop or as a source of narcissistic supply. But if the girl is a narcissist herself, then you just sit there and you just watch the foolishness. Watch it ensue. It's nothing we can do about it. You can't help. You can't help. She had all her children in Crip Blue at the funeral. All I'm gonna say is this, and then we're gonna move on, because like I said, these people are sensitive, and I don't want to be in no shit now, because I already don't like how y'all get down over there anyway. Because, the media has done a real good job, and this group of individuals has done a good job of painting that as the hood. And I have told y'all 900 million goddamn times that is not the motherfucking ghetto. The ghetto element that was there is the ghetto element that the young people over there insist on creating because it's trendy to be hood in Los Angeles. And as a result, they do things out of hood code because they are hood adjacent. That is not South Central on Slauson and Crenshaw. That is not South Central. Everything west of Western is the west side. That is West LA. It is not South Central. USC is in South Central. That's not South Central. That's damn near Culver City. So you can get away with doing shit that you can't get away with nowhere else in LA. And then they get so comfortable doing it. And then every once in a while, somebody pull your card and find out that it ain't nothing on the other side. The motherfucker blank. Which I have warned them against, because I am from the east side, and I have specifically said to people several times, wait a minute, because where I'm from, gangsters don't move like that. Gangsters don't fuck with squares. Gangsters don't put squares in their business. Gangsters is not hanging out. Gangsters is not doing certain shit in certain neighborhoods that you can get away with over there. Which is why I never felt comfortable. What you want this? What are you looking for? A phone? Which is why I never felt comfortable fraternizing over there for that reason. Because it was always weird, like when I would expect some gangster shit to happen, you know what I'm saying? The consequences and repercussions that I would expect for certain behaviors, the consequences wouldn't come. Yet let me be in the 40s. Like, oh, look at these busters standing right here. I'll wait. Oh, some gangsters is definitely gonna come over here and jack their ass. And some gangsters would come over there and jack them. But over there in that other neighborhood, I would see some busters doing some more buster shit, and I'd be waiting on them, and the gangsters be so nice and fucking friendly to them. So it's a extra, you got a breed of some buster shit going on over there, because them is friendly, they friendly as a motherfucker. Them is the friendliest goddamn gangsters in the city. Shit. Them is the friendliest gangsters in the city, and it's problematic because it breeds a whole nother level of busterism that never gets checked. And I don't like hanging around with busters, because busters do buster shit. I'm more comfortable with real hardened gangster criminals than I am with some busters. Busters, you can leave your purse in a room full of gangsters and come back and your $20 still in there. Leave your goddamn purse in there with some goddamn busters. Okay? Hey, get too faded around some gangsters. They ain't even gonna rape you. Get too faded around some busters, though. They be all up under your dress all the time, fill on your shit. Okay? So, there's levels to this shit. And there's too many busters in that neighborhood anyway, which is why I don't fucking like hanging out over there. Which is why I'll be like, why I see what y'all trying to do. Okay? I do. And I know you love this neighborhood and you don't know no better, but I'm trying to tell y'all, there's a high concentration of some busters up over here. There's buster ass shit going up over here, and y'all be letting it slide. And I just don't see how long that the busters and the gangsters is gonna be able to live in harmony. However, I'm gonna say this so we're gonna get off of this subject. I have heard so many YouTubers say, why is his brother's name spelled like that? BLACC. They can't spell. Or why is his friend on Instagram, on Twitter, and it's BLACC? Because they don't know. CK means Crip Killer. The Bloods use that to diss Crips. Okay? So you are not going to see a Crip spell anything and use C and K together. They're not going to do that. They're going to put CC instead of CK. As a matter of fact, you ain't gonna see them really use K's at all. As a matter of fact, you ain't gonna see them use word, they'll change B's to C's, and you don't see them use no K's, period. So I thought that was quite interesting that his son's name would be a word that is traditionally spelled with a C, but it would be spelled with a K instead. And I know goddamn well that was not his idea. See, so that type of shit, undermining niggas, and then you be wondering why you ain't nobody fucking wife, because you don't goddamn listen, trying to be spiteful. See, that's why I don't talk about shit. I knew y'all was gonna get me started. That's why I don't want to talk about it. There's a lot of girls coming out the suburbs that want to be in the hood. When you having sons, hey, how about you stop trying to beat me up all the time? Then she got a step stool, so I put stuff up high so she can't have it, and then she get a step. Here, if you lose the key, then how we gonna go swimming? Don't lose it. That's the swim key. That's the second one. So yeah, what else going on? Wendy getting a divorce. And then look, this is the positive thing. On the positive, if these kids stop gang banging and stop fighting and stop clowning and shit, that would be wonderful. Maybe that's what maybe somebody who look like you, who come from where you come from, has to be the one to tell you. But I know that ain't the first time that I didn't heard none of this shit. What? Dr. Savvy? You know what I'm saying? Didn't we just sit here and say, okay, you know what? Maybe you need somebody from your own community to tell you, because many people have given you way more information and you have turned your head, you want to hear it, close your ears and eyes off to it. Many people have told you about being an entrepreneur, about business, about being educated, about doing something other than standing the fuck outside all goddamn day. And maybe it takes for one of your own homies to tell you. So if that's what it takes, then I'm all for it. If that's what it takes, then fine. What else in the news? They talking about Trump again. Whether or not they want to impeach him. Trump is not getting impeached, so please stop wasting our energy with that shit. Because it's not going to happen. Anything else you guys want to talk about before I get up off of here? I told you I'm gonna go lay by the pool. That's what I'm gonna do. And enjoy my peace of mind. Okay? All my bills is paid. And me and my daughter ain't got nothing to worry about all day other than what we want to watch and which room we hanging out in and whether or not we feel like going outside and dealing with this song. Okay? Why? Because my goal has always been peace of mind. You know what I'm saying? My goal has always been peace of mind. And a job that was getting on my nerves had to go. I didn't give a fuck what they was paying me. I didn't care who worked there, how, how how important the company was, how good the shit looked on my resume. I didn't give a damn how cute the boy was, how much money he had. If you working on my nerves, you got to go. Well, you can't even move your stuff, so how are you gonna use it? That's why you gotta keep it down. My goal has been peace of mind, not being seen and other shit. You understand what I'm saying? Your goal can be being seen, like Wendy Williams, for example. Wendy Williams' goal was to be the famous queen of all media. Guess what, girl? You got that shit, but you never asked for peace. So guess what? You ain't motherfucking got none. So be careful what you wish for. But I'm gonna tell you right now, if you don't have peace of mind, whatever else it is you wishing for is a waste of your time because you can't enjoy it. Kim Kardashian is a fucking idiot, and I'll be a monkey's uncle if that bitch end up with some kind of law degree of any case. I wouldn't give a damn if Johnny Cochran himself came back from the dead, bitch. You was not gonna be no lawyer, okay? Because you're too stupid. Okay, now you gonna find that out when you fail this baby bar. Oh yeah, you gotta get out of LA. You ain't gonna get no peace of mind in Los Angeles. You cannot. You cannot. If they catch you with some peace of mind, they're gonna charge you for it, Haley. One day, let me tell y'all, this is when I knew I had to go. My car, I had a green convertible Sebring. And of course, when you about done paying on the car, that's when it start tripping. So I had the car for a couple years. Car was tripping. I take it to a mechanic. I got stuck at my homegirl house in Riverside, which is like 2 hours away. Okay. But I was surprised you. I got a lot of patience. I said, you know what? I ain't gonna try. I'm gonna sit here, kick it with my homegirl, take it to the shop down the street, let them fix it. It took him a week. So he fixes it. I'm back in LA. Had to make some runs, go to the post office, right? Do some stuff. My hair was cute. I was refreshed. I had the top down. The wind was blowing in my hair. And I'm sitting there at the stoplight, bumping my music, listening to my, well, how old was I? 29? Yeah, 29, okay. Hot, enjoying myself, enjoying the breeze, right? I was on Century, matter of fact. I don't even like it down there, okay? But it's the middle of the day. Ain't nobody really over here like that. I'm just gonna hit this post office and I'm gonna get it from up over here. I'm sitting at a red light. The light turns green. The asshole in the left-hand only turning lane, right? As I didn't even step on the gas. I just took my foot off the brake because I'm in no hurry. I'm in no hurry. Picture me rolling, right? I'm 2 miles an hour so everybody can see me, right? This fool takes his steering wheel and just rams it into my goddamn car. I'm going straight. He in the left-hand turning lane. He just made a right just for the sole purpose of ruining my whole little zhuzh I had going on. You cannot have no peace of mind in Los Angeles. I had just paid $1,200 on tags. Okay? My daddy called me MC tickets because I'm always getting tickets for this because in LA, you can't live without getting no ticket. I had paid on all my tickets. I had paid $1,200 on registration. I had put another $1,200, $1,300, whatever it was, on fixing the damn car. Then when the fool hit it, I was like, you know what? I had got full coverage insurance because I'm doing the right thing, okay? So I got the full coverage insurance with the car rental on it. So I'm thinking I'm not going to be inconvenienced. Oh, but then I found out the other part of the game. This is how I know white people. This is how I know how they be getting y'all too. This is how I know how they be getting y'all. I'm thinking I didn't do shit the white way, so they're going to fix my car and get my car right back. No, they gave me a rental car. Said, don't worry. You have this rental car long as you need it, right? It took them mofos 30 goddamn days. 30 days to fix my door that he ran into, okay? On purpose. On purpose. Right? Takes them 30 days. I get my car back, and I'm telling you, less than a week later, I'm trying to go to Hollywood so I could dip in and do it with my girlfriends. So I do hood rat things with my friends, and my car stalls out on me. I don't know if the mechanic who fixed my car a month ago, when I only drove it for one day, I don't know if maybe he didn't do his job, he didn't do what he said he was going to do. I don't know. Or is this from the car accident a month ago? And everybody is like, it ain't my fault. Oh, it ain't my fault. Did I do that? It wasn't their fault. The mechanic, it wasn't his fault. It wasn't nobody's fucking fault. I just got to eat that. What did I do with that car? I don't even know. I don't even know what the hell I did with it. Left it at my daddy's house or something. Literally left the car. That car stalled on me. I left that car at my daddy's house. I packed up all my shit. I had already started transitioning anyway when I had the rental car. I came to Vegas and got me a job. And I packed up all my shit. I said, I got to get up out of LA because I can't have nothing. I said, I'm not even going to sue this bum because I don't feel like dealing with these LA attorneys so they can try to cheat me. I'm not in the mood. So that was before I even moved to Vegas. So like 5 years go by, right? Last year I get a phone call. They like, oh, you know that case where you got hit? Yeah, they ready to settle. I'm like, who is this? Like, this is your lawyer. Like, I got a lawyer. I don't even remember having no lawyer because I didn't even deal with this. No, well, we got your case. They ready to settle. Just sign this paperwork. We're gonna send you a check. I'm like, all right, bet. So they send me something like they want to close this out for $4,000, and it's a no fault accident. I said, how is the fuck is it no fault? Now y'all pissing me off all over again. This is why I didn't want to be bothered. How are you settling $4,000 no fault when this son of a bitch was in the left turn only handing lane and then hit my door? Broad daylight, middle of the afternoon, we going 2 miles an hour, but he still hit me hard enough to where I couldn't even open my door. Then out of the $4,000, the lawyer kept, okay, so where about the goddamn check at? Still didn't see the money for another damn 6 weeks. And do you know that some of my bitch sent me $1,200? He could have kept that shit. This is why I didn't want to be about. This is what I'm trying to tell you. You can't have no peace of mind dealing with LA, going to LA. I had a homegirl come out here last summer with her friends from LA. Me and my daughter just stopped by to visit. Hey, how you guys doing? You know, I got a baby. I can't be out in the street. Just came to say, hey, went back home. Me and my daughter was sick for a whole week because one of them country ass bitches had some damn LA bird swine illegal flu or some shit and didn't say nothing. When they said I was coming through with the baby, that was this whole cue to let us know that she didn't came to Vegas with the swine flu so that me and my 1-year-old would not get infected. ADOS need to talk to Republican President Trump for real. And anything else they talking about is a waste of our goddamn time and energy. Lane, I cussed that damn lawyer's office out. Something so true. She wouldn't put the lawyer on the phone, so I cussed that bitch out. You didn't call me for 4 months. Like y'all was finna run me some money for you to send me some funky ass $1,200. And when I asked him what his fee was, he wouldn't even tell me. All allies are against us. What you do with the key, baby? Let me see. Thank you. You wanna go swim? You wanna go swimming? Swimming? We need to go get you some new floaties. You can go swim? It's real hot too. So yeah, you can't get no peace of mind in LA. They won't let it happen. My homegirl, somebody ran into her last weekend, and He ran into her, and her insurance company said she had to pay for it because she was doing Postmates. Oh, you doing Postmates? That's a different type of insurance. And since you didn't have that, then you're at fault. Well, but he hit me, but we don't care because insurance is a Ponzi scheme, and their whole goal is to not gonna pay nobody nothing. So any excuse they can find to not pay you, they're gonna use. I got another homegirl got hit. Crenshaw in Manchester, leaving my house. We was working on a project. We had been working on it all night long. She left at like 6 o'clock in the morning. Like, I'm gonna go home, I'm gonna get dressed, and eat. You know what I'm saying? I'll check you later on. Okay, girl, bye girl, bye girl, bye girl. 10 minutes later, she like, oh my God, I just totaled my car. I'm like, what happened? So she was making a left turn, and this illegal in a Mustang completely T-boned her, right? Now, how are you at fault when you get hit by somebody who ain't even supposed to be here? The illegal should already be at fault, right? It wasn't his car. He ain't had no insurance. He wasn't supposed to be in this country. They arrested him. They sure did. They arrested him and they took him to jail, but the insurance company still held her ass liable. So I'm just telling you, LA is not the place for peace of mind. Look at Lori Loughlin and them. I mean, even if you are white and rich, you can't enjoy your money in Los Angeles. That's how you know it's bad. See Ali in the house? What's up, girl? That's how you know it's bad. So, Kristen said the Bible supernaturally speaks to people who read it if they pray to the Holy Spirit beforehand. Yes, it does. I have seen pages change by themselves. Um, I think most of them are so empty besides claiming to have so much knowledge, they are still searching. Yeah, and don't know that they're searching. So positioning themselves as people who have it, but at the end of the day, you can tell a tree by the fruit. Coochie cookies. What's going on in France? They didn't burn that shit down. They probably tired of it and wanted to build something else. And they knew damn well wasn't nobody gonna go for them just tearing it down. But it's old and it's rickety and it gotta go. Probably smell like fucking mildew. You spend the night in Notre Dame by yourself. Dare you. Y'all ain't gonna do it. Not in there you want to get. Babylon is falling. Okay, hey Susie. Babylon is falling. Can you find something else to play with and potentially lose other than the pool key moment? Look, we got all kind of fun stuff. Here goes some Neosporin. Here's some mail I don't want you to play with. The door stopper I don't want you to play with. Yes. I don't want you to lose it. Jesse's ass. Glad they suing him. That's what he get. That's what he get. Glad they is suing his ass. And he better pay it. Now all the skeletons is gonna fall out the closet. What he should have did is went on ahead and paid them. And now all his business finna be in the street. All his business finna to be in the streets. Because he didn't sit there and lied. Only thing he got going for him is that he didn't call the police himself. But if he would have copped to it a long time ago, they would have let him go. He would have been like, look, y'all, this is fine. My bad. I didn't call y'all. Please don't snitch on me. I will take pictures. I will sign autographs for all your kids. I will do something for you know the police. They would have worked with him. I will come to an event. I will host your next ball. I will freaking. I will come down here with all my gay friends. We will wash all of the police cars for a week. Yeah, they suing his ass. It ain't even for that much money. It's like $100,000, and he need to pay it for wasting their damn money and time and energy. Like they didn't have other more important things to be concerned with. But see, I never liked Jussie Smollett, ever. I never liked him. Never. So, you know, I don't really care how that shit turns out. I never liked Jussie Smollett, ever. And this is karma for his role and what he's doing on that TV show. Oh, Malik. Malik, where the hell you been? Malik, look. What a man say? Why the man say he was Kevin Hunter boy toy? Why? I don't even know her brother lying. Why that man say he was Wendy Williams' boy toy? Well, see, I bet you Wendy knew that. Let me tell y'all what I really think was going on. What I really think. I stand by everything I said previously that Wendy is a woman of a particular age that cannot be surprised by no nigga shit and that she knew all about him. Didn't I tell y'all that? Didn't that man confirm? I'm trying to tell y'all, that's why I'm like, you know what, you ain't got to come out and be like I told you so, because if they was listening, like if y'all watched that funeral, they said certain shit that I had already had told you. With this situation right here, the boy toy came out, told you shit. I told you, you can't surprise no woman that age. She already knew about the bitch. She already knew about her. What was news to me was him saying that Kev cries and begs Wendy not to divorce him. I assumed that she was just too weak on some like, I'm gonna let him do whatever he want to do. I'm trying to act like I'm a ride or die, but really it's more some gaslighting and manipulation been going on. And he acts a fool, and then he's the one who starts talking about, we've been in this all this time, we got all this work in, and you just gonna throw me away, and you gonna make me look crazy to white people and all that other kind of shit. And so she's been feeling sorry for him and trying to protect her son, who has had he's acted out in the past, and she doesn't want her son using any of their shit as an excuse to act out. But, you know, how you solve that, Wendy, is, you know, that's on you. Had you been kicking his ass, if you had you kicked his ass for a good 17 years, then he would know that your business and your marriage is not your child's goddamn business. And he is a grown man off in college somewhere. So all of this, me and Lil Kev shit, that's why you in this to begin with. Little Kev is not Little Kev no more. That's a grown ass man. You should be encouraging him to leave college and go into his own apartment and have his own career and get off of mommy's titty. Not I'm getting a divorce and now it's just me and my baby, bitch. You need a new fucking dog or something, or else you're getting ready to turn. This is how your husband got like he is. Now his mama want to roll him up under the bus, but bitch, it's your fault. My favorite part of that service is when that man father said, "Where is the mothers?" We got mothers against drunk driving. Where is the mothers against this gang violence? He said, "Who he called it?" He said, "Listen, let me not even go there." But I seen it with my own two eyes. That was the most important piece, and ain't nobody talked about it. I seen it with my own two eyes. How these mamas act like everything these niggas do is cute. And according to the media and according to the world, they didn't have no choice. They didn't have no options. They poor. They starving. Nobody don't love them. They ain't got no goddamn daddy. And that is not the truth. The truth is that the mamas is treating these niggas like they husbands, like they man, like they boyfriend, like they the fucking man of the house. They can go and come as they please. They can do or don't do whatever the fuck it is they feel or not feel like doing. And that's why they don't know how to be men, take no direction, follow directions, know right from wrong. They can't stand on their own too. They're followers. They don't trust themselves because you never allowed them to be an individual person to make decisions, to go, you bitches don't even let these little boys go out and get dirty. You dress them up in little sailor outfits and shit. Don't even want them to get dirty. Don't even let them play. Somebody call them a name. You up at the school. They don't know how to fight. They don't know how to fucking defend themselves. They take all their aggression out on women because it's a fight they know they can fucking win. And it's no father raising their son to be like that. His absence is not raising him to be like that. Y'all kissing their ass is the fucking problem. Can a single woman say amen? You know what we dealing with. I have noticed the mothers that are outright neglectful end up with a better son, ultimately, than the helicopter mama / woman. You all in his mix, you picking his bitches for him, y'all date these bitches for him. It's absurd. Hey, April. Part of me is not sold on that guy's story. What guy's story? What guy's story? You said he did it, number 2. Hey, Lisa. Hey, Lisa, girl. He did say that. Oh, the boy told, oh, God. I got off track again. Yes. The party was not sold on the guy's story. Yeah, I even have already, one of y'all already dropped something in my inbox that of inconsistency in his story. You know, it was minor and didn't really even necessarily have, it didn't even have nothing to do with him and Kev, so we don't even know why he lying about it. But I don't even think it matters. But I do think that Wendy had some inclination that something to this degree would come out. She's not going to stand next to him with something like this going on, especially since she's the person who outed so many rappers. You know, that's where, who you doing? That's where that came from. That's where that came from because I know I just make everybody a moderator because why not? Okay, look. He I think she knew it was coming and she's not gonna stand by him on some shit like that because she is the person who has put so many other people out there for being on the down low or whatever. I think that this boy toy or whatever this is, I think he's genuinely pissed off though and disgusted by things that he allowed himself to be a part of.
And he's definitely coming to shovel some dirt on top of a grave that has already been dug for Kelvin. I mean, also, I heard him say, Charlemagne knows this already. She asked, does Charlemagne know about that? Yes, Charlemagne knows. And he was saying, he it came off to me like he is some type of ally of Charlemagne, and this is part of Charlemagne's retribution or get back because Kelvin was behind them bringing up Charlemagne's past allegations where he allegedly raped or date raped a 15-year-old girl. Now, my opinion on that shit has not changed. Charlemagne, if you picked the girl up, she was underage, and you took her somewhere else, there's a kidnapping charge. Then you get, because once somebody takes you from where you were, take you to somewhere else, and then do something to you, now that's kidnapping, according to the law. Then she gets raped. Let's just say you didn't exchange no bodily fluids with her. You did not even return her home. So you are liable. Now, that girl's news story and all of that, I don't believe that the guy who did the documentary on the girl accusing Charlemagne, I don't believe that. I could tell that wasn't all the way genuine. There's definitely some agenda behind that because that's not even his forte, and it's not like he's looking for other women to help to explain it. And they don't have no police report they have a police report, but it's something, whatever he was charged with, all of that is totally different from the story of what they are giving us now. It's not, they don't have anything to substantiate that while he act like that's what he really gives. So anyway, I already knew that shit is shady, but two things can be true at the same time. You can be a pervert and they can be put the 2 on the 10 at the same time. And so Charlemagne is giving Kevin back a taste of his own medicine, kicking in while he's down, basically. Now that the shit has hit the fan, I think that Wendy Williams is the one who got the private investigator, and that she inadvertently tipped off the Daily Mail her goddamn self. Because Wendy Williams was never going to be able to pretend like everything was all fine and then wake up one day and say, hi guys, I got a divorce. Or pretend like everything was fine and then wake up one day and be surprised with the baby. She know how long this has been going on. She know how old that woman is. The handwriting is on the wall that eventually this girl is going to get pregnant. Handwriting is on the wall. And if he is all up under this woman and he spends 90% of his time with her, handwriting was on the wall. So what Wendy did was pull. Yeah, Robert, thank you. I think I lost my train of thought. I was explaining that. How you doing was how they said that somebody was on the down low without saying he on the down low, so they didn't have to worry about getting sued. And she used to use it on Puff Daddy all the time, which is why it was so funny when he came on to the show. I had the public not found out everything would have worked out. No. She wanted to divorce him. But what she needed was Wendy understands better than everybody public opinion. She needed to make sure that she maintained her image, the essence, and the integrity of her brand as this happened. So it couldn't be we all get blindsided by this pregnancy, because then it would look like Wendy don't even know what's going on in her own household. She couldn't let it just go on and then us catch him running around here with a baby and a whole new family. You know what I'm saying? I think Wendy put the drop. Look, Michael Jackson used to create stories like the Elephant Man story that said Michael Jackson bought Elephant Man bombs. Michael Jackson created that story himself, and this is what he said out of his own mouth. He said that the public was believing such crazy shit about him, and he started creating crazy stories just to see if everybody would believe it. And he told them people he had bought the Elephant Man bombs, but he sent it like gossip. Not like, hi, I'm Michael Jackson. I bought, no. Create gossip. And then you have to keep in mind, everybody knows who can't hold ice water, right? I know if I tell my granny some shit that it's going to my daddy. I know that. My granny can't hold ice water. She gonna tell my daddy. We already know this. You know what I'm saying? So if I was famous, I know who the press could call and who would tell them some shit. And I know who. I got a good girlfriend who out of my group of college friends, really right now, I'm really irritated with about 90% of the hoes, okay? But one of them I can never be mad at because this girl has never carried a bone. She has never told a secret. She's very private about her own shit. However, she has never carried a bone. She has never taken a side. She has always been neutral. So although I'm mad at all these other bitches, I can't be mad at you because you have never participated. So if I was to get wildly famous and some crazy stories about me from college, like I know which one of these bitches will be eager to tell you the story about what would happen in college, and I know which hoes to tell the people goddamn secret. Wendy know who to tell. That's gonna put the business exactly, Malik. Wendy is an OG. Wendy know who to tell that's going to start the fires. Anyway, Wendy has a guest on her show at least once a week that's coming from all the top gossip blogs in the whole damn town. Some of the leaks coming out the Wendy camp, that's Wendy too. Some of the leaks coming out of Wendy camp is Wendy camp. Some of the leaks is Wendy. She's framing this. So all these bloggers on YouTube did was play right into Wendy's hands, put all his business out here in the street, and now she was able to file, check this, Wendy filed irreconcilable differences, no fault, where she had the opportunity to file and say that he was at fault for the divorce and go in there and have all of her business in his laid out so that a judge could determine that he was not worth shit. Instead, she tried the nigga in the court of public opinion, and he gonna go in there and negotiate with her like he got some goddamn sense. Before the rest of the bottom fall out his ass. Wendy was too happy on that show today to throw all that shade that she was throwing. You have never seen her get sad or show remorse or sadness when she has talked about her marriage for 10 years. In the same way that other people we just got through talking about, every time they talk about their relationship, they defensive, they sad. When y'all get married, don't worry about it. Wendy has never reacted like that to no questions about her man. Roseanne said, hey, let's talk about husbands. Wendy said, we can talk about husbands. So Wendy has been in control. Then Wendy's so gangster that Wendy then went and checked herself into the halfway house to get some extra sympathy because she said, now I'm going to force the media to take it easy on me. Now I'm going to force the media to give me good publicity because what they going to do? Come out here and call me a crackhead and tease me for going to get help? They can't do that. They can't tease me for going to get no help. So once again, I'm the angel. He's the bad guy. And when it's all said and done, I'm going to give him and that little bird some crumbs so they can fly away. And he going to run through them crumbs. And he going to run through that bitch. And she going to be sitting up with the baby looking goofy. And not me. It might be bugs on the rest of these mugs, but it ain't no bugs on me. So that's what happened with that. Managing people's perspective. Wendy was controlling this from the top down. Look at her. She has she had too many jokes, y'all. She had too many jokes. She served him by putting the paperwork in a gift box. Do that sound like somebody who ain't put no thought into what they doing? Does that sound like somebody who is irrational? Does that sound like somebody who is making rash decisions. If you was completely head over heels, stigmatized, in love, ride or die forever, like how she claimed to be, even a side chick and a baby is not enough for you to get a divorce. Now, on account of her being a Cancer, you know, Cancers know how to play possum. Okay? And a Cancer will whip your being on a Cancer's bad side is like, I read one time it said it was like being whipped with wet noodles. Just just like Cancers know how to get to your actual soul. When the Cancer is done kicking your ass, you're gonna be a better person for it. You're gonna learn everything that you gonna find the meaning of life trying to get your ego or trying to pick your face up off the ground, fucking with a Cancer. She put a bow on top, Malik. He gonna run off like the wife in Casino. Oh yeah, my sister a Cancer and she got it. Listen, Cancer's gonna be all nice and sweet. They will just, you know, come off the people. But our favorite thing, what just gets us going, is the element of surprise. Is the element of surprise. We wish a motherfucker would. We want you to. We want you to underestimate us. We want you to think you getting over. We want you to think. Now she pulled one of my moves. That's how I know what it is. I was like, Wendy, that's my OG. When you get you a dude that's trying to play you like you is some kind of sucker and you got something else for his ass. And see, the thing is, some of these men, they so full of shit that they so used to dogging women out and women going off, cussing them out, throwing shit at them. You know, like a kid that get their ass whooped all the time for everything. And their ass whoopers don't work no more. You know, some of these men are so used to women kicking up in their ass because they always being so ridiculous that cussing them out and shit don't work no more. You know, there's some of them, you ever cuss a nigga out and he come right back? You talk about his mama, he come right back. It just don't matter what you do. Just you trying to get him to leave you alone. You done told him he ain't working with nothing. He's terrible in bed. He ugly. His mama fat. Leave me alone. Don't call me no more. And them would be the ones you can't get rid of. Because the shit don't work no more. Because they used to get beat up on and cussed out. So what you got to do with one like that is pretend like the bullshit is working. Feed his ego. Oh, yeah, daddy, me and you, ride or die. Oh, you got a bitch pregnant? I don't care. It is nothing that you could ever do. Don't worry about me and my husband. We is A1. We let him get comfortable because I want you to finish this bullshit you're doing. Because I really want to see how far you're going to take it. Because if I stop and cuss your ass out and remind you that I'm not the one, you might only pull half of your bullshit. I want you to think that I'm these other stupid ass bitches. And I want you to finish out your bullshit. Cancers like to see the whole thing you had in there. Nah, I ain't gonna stop you in the middle of your magic trick, boo. What else? Oh, you buying bitches houses. Okay. What else you got? Oh, you getting bitches pregnant. Oh, you buying bitches for what? See, if I'd have divorced your ass a month ago, if I would have divorced you before she had the baby, then I wouldn't have found out that you think you got Ferrari money. Well, what else do you got, baby? What we gonna name this baby? Because I need to see what's really inside that little marble brain of yours. And I need you to think you is getting away with this shit because I need you to brag to all of your friends about the wonderful, wonderful pimp. This dude told me one time, oh, wait till my homies hear about this. And I was thinking, oh, yeah. Oh, you just fucking wait. You go run and you go tell your homies. Tell your homies. Tell them all. Because then when I drop you like a bad habit, right when you need me the most, you wait on the nigga to need you. You wait on him to call you. You wait on his thirsty ass to call you on good. See, you can't drop him on bad terms. You can't cuss him out and drop him. You gotta drop his ass when he think it's all good. What they do? Not you. Click. I mean, you gotta take that soul, his whole spirit, manhood, and ego, girl, right at his peak. Not when he on defense, when he just woke up happy and sprayed himself with his bullshit cologne and called you and texted you ready to come through and give you some of his bullshit. That's when you gotta let him know I ain't in the mood. Cause see, these men think when you drop their ass, when you cussing them out, they think that you just angry and you gonna get over it. When you say I'm not having this and I'm not having that, they don't believe you. You got to really not have it. Yeah. I'm a Pisces and I know the game. The element of surprise, okay? Okay. Shit. Maybe it's a water sign thing. Only thing is, see now, Scorpios. Y'all care what people think about you too much. It interferes with y'all. And that's how the Scorpios get off their game. Because y'all give a damn what people think about you. A Cancer don't give a shit about nobody thinking we crazy if it is in the middle of a long-range plan. Wendy Williams' long-range plan with him is more important than her being worried about if y'all think that she is a crackhead, ladies and gentlemen. If Wendy Williams had to come on there and Wendy had to smoke crack on TV for you to believe this bullshit, why would Wendy Williams be in a goddamn half house with some crackheads in the middle of nowhere? Just look and think about it. Just really think about it. Wendy Williams can afford to have somebody to come to her home. She could buy a vacation home somewhere. She could have Dr. Drew Pinsky and Dr. Seuss and Dr. Oz come to her house. Yeah, I'm a Cancer. And my granny and my husband. Sure. Look. Cancer don't care about you thinking we crazy. We gonna use that too. If you think we crazy, we're gonna use whatever. And that's when you look at signs, you have your cardinal signs, you have your mute signs. Cancer is a cardinal sign. A cardinal sign basically means you mold the environment to you. We're going to do whatever we got to work with. And we can take whatever is around us and turn it into a weapon. We can survive. We're going to find, we gonna be able to eat. We're going to be able to entertain ourselves with nothing. I'm in June. I'm in June. Cancer is a cardinal sign now. Solange Knowles is a Cancer. That's how I knew. When I saw her kicking Jay-Z ass, I knew exactly what happened. I don't need nobody to tell me shit. She seen Jay-Z doing something he ain't had no goddamn business. And she spoke up about it. And he told her, he must have said something to the effect of, gone on out of here or get out my face with that. Or Jay-Z in some way dismissed Solange. And if you dismiss a Cancer, you just might get your ass whooped. That is the fastest way to make us haul off and punch you in the mouth. Is if I'm trying to tell you some real shit. I tell you some real shit and you be like, going on, and you cool? And you too cool to hear what I'm talking about? Oh, you gonna get cussed out and potentially ass whooped. Potentially something that it was something serious. And he talked to her like she was a fan, and she took off on his ass, as she should have. And that's why her sister stood there and didn't get in it, because she know that her sister is not gonna stand there and let no nigga dismiss her. You know, Virgos are more goal oriented. They can keep their eye on the prize to get what they want, even if it's putting up with some bullshit. Cancers ain't taking no shit from no fucking body. If we gonna have to be homeless on the street, then that'll just be what the fuck it is, because we ain't putting up with no shit. Our peace of mind is paramount. If it's getting on my nerves, it got to You can't play with it. She do this King Kong thing now when I tell her no. When she pick up something and throw it. Can you not be in here screaming? Can you stop?